That little baby push. She walking like she was gonna do something.
She got upset because of that?
Didn't Angel Reese get choke slammed before?
Yes.
She didn't do this then.
This is selective outrage, bro.
She got like she was gonna do something.
But she had to do this though, you know. Technically,
that's why I'm pissed because I'm like, are they doing this for ratings?
Why she acting like she gonna fight, bro? Over that weak ass push? Come on now.
To be honest with you, she had to do this, bro.
Like is this for ratings, bro?
I think that's
basketball.
Yeah, bro. But
that was not even dirty. That was just a regular foul.
She got it like she was gonna fight,
bro.
That's a regular foul.
You know, that's what the audience want, though. You know,
I'm not gonna lie. This is a one-sided beef.
It's a beef. It's a beef behind this.
I'm just talking about like
she's talked about her plenty of times.
It seems like the grievance here is very one-sided.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know. If either Angel gets wide open 2 points, or we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
Every black woman should be pissed off right now. No one even wants to talk about. I wonder how does Sid Colson and Breonna Turner and Kelsey Mitchell and Dewana Bonner and AB feel as black women, Dantas, as black women, not only seeing your teammate do something like that to another black woman, and that black woman is the one that's made out to be the villain. That black woman is the one that's being disrespected by your fans in your house, and you're a black woman, and you got a shucking job for these bitches.
Wow.
Because the player that got attacked is on the opposite team.
You could tell these
At
people
this
never
point,
played
it's
sports.
pure comedy.
Yeah,
like you can only take it as comedy.
They ain't never played sports.
Or else you'll
before.
drive yourself crazy because the level of delusion is just too high to even fathom.
I just don't understand why it's that deep.
If you want to do YouTube, you don't want to be like these ladies.
Where they got? Oh,
1,000 subscribers, guys.
Don't do that.
1,000 videos.
Damn!
Don't do that.
Holy shit!
Don't do that.
This is the most exposure they'd have never got today.
Look. Y'all know how I am. I don't even like getting on people subscribe.
You don't try to knock the hustle.
But that's pretty bad.
That's fucking terrible.
That means like every...
Sorry for saying that word.
Every video...
Got one view.
No, they got like 100. Yeah. Pretty
Okay.
bad. 20. I'm not going to...
You averaging 1 subscriber per video.
Damn. That means nobody like what you got to say at all.
1,000 people like what they got to say.
That's their friends and family.
Yes, that's bad. So nobody...
Put 1,000 people in the room. That's a lot of people in that room. That's a lot of subscribers.
Brother.
Not with 1,000 shows.
Hey, every time they drop, they gain 1 subscriber.
So that you gotta go for a little longer.
Hey, bro, you're
No, this is bad. Anyways.
Nah, Lord forgive me. But dang, bro.
I don't think she hates Caitlin Clark. I think that the issue is that when she's playing Caitlin Clark got racist fans that do monkey sounds and weird ass racist shit while Angel Reese is on the court.
Oh,
so
you been to the game?
if I'm playing against you and your fans are doing racist shit, yeah, I'm gonna have energy for you because you constantly let your friends be racist, right? No lie, Caitlin Clark fans have brought so much racism to the WNBA. You guys are racist.
So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun?
Black on
Y'all
black.
remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul.
Black on black crime.
What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
On the sideline, just,
Yeah, that was bad.
yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player if they don't dislike that player?
He's right.
Okay, you want some more evidence? Here's some more evidence. Remember last year when they were talking about who gets the credit for the expansion and the eyeballs and the popularity boost
She got mad.
of women's
They said,
basketball?
"Me too."
Not just the WNBA, but women's basketball in general. because of the spike in the women's NCAA tournament and WNBA viewership. A lot of people were attributing that to Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. This is what Angel Reese had to say, and I quote, "People are talking about women's basketball. You never would think they'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to the games. We got celebrities coming to the games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. Just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on to be that for my teammates. I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, the reason we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too. I want y'all to realize that."
She's not wrong.
Now, I heard a lot
That's
of
why
people
she had
say
to turn up.
To be 100,
that I or
she
others
is
have
wrong.
made Angel Reese the villain. Did you not just hear herself
She had to play her
call
role.
herself the bad guy?
I mean,
She called herself the villain.
Okay, I would say
I'm not making her the villain. She's making herself the villain.
I was saying she's wrong because nobody gonna be saying Angel Reese's name in 20 years.
All right.
I'm just keeping it 100.
She's definitely a star outside of basketball.
Can
Now,
you name
on the
one
court-
basketball?
On the
WNBA,
court-
it's the WNBA, bro. Let's keep it 100. Who's gonna remember? They ain't gonna
Lisa
remember
Leslie.
Mikal Bridges in 20 years. It ain't a personal thing.
They'll remember him
Nobody
over
gonna
this.
remember a lot of people in 20 years.
They'll remember Mikal Bridges. He gonna have the most
They're not
consecutive
gonna
games
remember him.
played.
They're not gonna remember him.
bro, if he gets a
The
championship,
kids will not know him.
if he goes to the finals, somebody gonna know him, bro. He's gonna
kids
be on,
will not
he's gonna be
know
on
him.
2K, bro.
The kids will not know
He'll be on 2K.
Drew Holiday in 20 years.
He has a ring. He has 2 rings.
I'm just telling you, bro. It's not like that.
Look,
Like
look.
Drew should.
the people
know
who
Drew.
people know in 20 years is we know who they are. It's a handful of people, and
All right.
they gonna remember Kate Clark though.
But we'll remember Malik Bridges.
Mikal.
You didn't even know his name.
I don't know. But I'm just saying we'll remember him. Mikal.
We
Anyways,
fans of the game though.
Anyways, bro. Regardless,
Everything, yeah.
okay. Look, we don't like how Angel is acting. Yes, we know how we feel, but
She had to do that though.
she is the villain, and
Why
she
does she
just
have
said,
to do that?
bro, because that's going to bring ratings. and
No, I
that's
feel
going
that
to
part.
bring
Okay,
money.
but then did she cry about racism after?
That's the problem.
Did she or did she not?
Look, she's playing her role.
Did Angel mention racism or was it just
Yes,
the media?
and it's wrong.
So Angel, she said
She's wrong in that aspect. But if is that how she brings ratings? I'm not mad at
that's
that.
not being the bad guy. You're playing the victim. Draymond Green doesn't foul somebody and then cry about racism. Well, actually, he did.
Yes,
He said,
yes.
Draymond, did you know what Draymond
bro.
Green said? He said that we try to paint him as an angry black man.
He's a hoe. He is an angry,
Nah,
attacking
these
fool.
NBA players are so
Wow.
woke,
We saw
I-
Draymond Green step on somebody.
Draymond Green be tweaking.
bro. I'm sick of this, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You literally are the angry black man. Quite literally.
She's, okay, and look, in Caitlin Clark's fans' eyes, she is the villain, and in Caitlin Clark's fans' eyes, she's a victim. She can be 2 things at once. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
So she is bringing ratings by pulling this evil card to Caitlin Clark's fans. Because guess what? Caitlin Clark wouldn't even be. I'm gonna be real. We like the way she plays. We'd be like, oh, that girl is really good. But Caitlin wouldn't be as big without Angel.
Facts.
That's
I don't know.
She's
think
a white
that one
girl.
moment-
She's
that
a white
was-
girl
She's
tweaking
literally-
out there.
Yeah, bro.
I think
She's
that
literally
one-
that good because she's
She
white.
is good. She is
And
good.
she's an
But
anomaly.
I feel like
She's an anomaly.
We've said that already.
That story, their
sold.
story.
That race
sold.
bait. Yeah,
that's why it's happening.
The race bait sold.
I think it was
That's
just
bringing viewership.
But if it wasn't Angel Reese, it could have
Maybe
been
the
anyone else.
college
It's the fact that a
basketball.
white girl was hooping on a bunch of black girls. It wasn't the fact that it was
I don't
Angel
think-
Reese.
I think it'd have been normal, but it wouldn't have sold as much as the race
Bro,
bait.
This game is going to sell more if this specific game will sell more because of their situation.
Like, think
So
about it. We
that's
talking
it.
about it right
history.
now.
That's gonna exactly. So if it wasn't for Angel, we wouldn't even be putting this up for viewership.
I mean, so on a small scale, but on a major scale, it's a white girl hooping on a bunch of black girls. It's just
But
like
would
a
it be on
Matthew
this scale?
Bowling,
Would it be on this
Tiger
scale?
Woods.
And do we talk about
It
that?
would be on the scale, yes.
No,
No,
because
we don't never-
we're
we
not
never
talking.
bring it
We're
up.
not
I'm
talking
just
about
telling
it
you.
if it
In
was
college,
Angel.
Iowa, on LSU, if it was Angel or not, it'd have been another black girl out there that she hooped on. And
You think
Nah,
so, bro?
Bro, you got
I'm just keeping it on. That's what I think.
This-
I'm not
all
gonna
this
say
thing-
Angel
all
Reese.
this happened-
Angel Reese has. I can't give Angel Reese no credit for
I can't
who
give
Caitlin
Angel-
Clark
you
I
is.
have
can't.
to though.
I
I
can't.
wouldn't.
Because that was the big outrage. That's what sold. That's
I mean,
what made
I
the
mean,
big.
What song was there was a white girl
all
hooping on a
let's
bunch
say
of
this,
black
let's
girls.
say
No,
this,
that
let's
was
say
not
this.
it.
Let's
That
say
was
this.
not
Hold
it.
on, hold on, hold on.
You tell me
hold on.
that was not it.
Hold on,
Bro, I
hold
promise
on.
you, it didn't get that popular until the Angel Reese
Hold
came
on.
with it.
That's
bro.
false. Everyone was watching Caitlin Clark because she was raining down threes.
Yes.
No, we know that. We're
Yes,
not-
we're
we're
not.
not-
I'm not saying-
discrediting it.
I'm not saying that
Right at once.
I would say that maybe got eyes to the championship, but I'm not gonna say that because of that beef between the two of them, Caitlin Clark is a bigger star now. No, hell no.
Y'all
I'm
might
not
say
saying
I'm
that.
tripping,
You're
bro.
definitely tripping. People
But
was watching Caitlin Clark that
it
whole
made
year,
them more popular.
dropping threes from half court.
So you saying that
Yeah.
didn't make them more popular?
But were you?
It made him slightly more popular, but it
So
didn't.
why
it
did it make him
actually,
more
it made
popular?
Angel more popular, but I don't think it really made
Yeah,
Caitlin
Caitlin
more
Clark
popular.
was a sensation, bro. Let's not sit here and
You
bullshit.
don't think
Let's
that,
not sit here and play
You don't
dumb.
think that made both of them
That's
more
why
popular?
Angel's still doing it. Caitlin Clark. Why would Caitlin Clark
Well,
not engage if it wasn't gonna help her?
Let's just run this video.
See,
of
that's
this.
why Angel keeps engaging because it helps
think-
race
her.
baiter.
I
But
think it
look, bro,
helps.
You just said it.
Because like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird,
Okay,
why
yeah,
they had
look,
to do
look.
that for
All I'm
it's
saying is-
old? Like,
But that's
you know?
different.
If
This is the same thing.
out of 100, I would say 60% of Caitlyn would have the same fans, but the Angel Reese situation made her goes from 60 to 90.
I disagree.
So you think it's 60 to 70? Something is that small amount of a add to the fan base?
I don't think she got any fans from the beef.
You don't think so?
I think Angel did though.
You don't think?
crazy.
You
I
don't
think Caitlin's came. She was a
you
white
don't
girl
think-
hoping on
you
black
don't
girls.
think Larry Bird, none of his viewership came from the shit talking he does. And,
It was because there's a white dude hooping on a bunch of black dudes.
But if you think the shit talking added to it, the shit talking.
Yeah, everybody used to talk shit and fight back then in the
But I'm
NBA.
saying though, but that's like a prime example that like you have to have an enemy.
But
like,
you
Larry
didn't hear
Bird had to have an enemy.
but you didn't
for
hear them
people
cry
to-
about racism either.
No, we know she's a
was
victim.
back in the day.
Everybody sitting here
the-
right now knows she's a victim. But
in
we're
the
saying
80s.
the Angel Reese.
So Magic Johnson would cry racism
No.
if Larry Bird found him hard.
No.
We know she's
My
a victim.
point.
We don't.
My
I
point.
don't like Angel. I don't like her. But I'm have to admit that the beef did scale the
They
fame
did.
a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
I think it did for
crazy.
Angel.
Say that
If
again.
For
beef did
Angel,
happen-
not for Caitlyn. in My opinion.
I'm gonna be
I'm not gonna
completely
change
honest.
it.
If they did not have
both.
that beef, the WNBA would not have more viewerships.
Yes.
Me personally. Me personally.
I believe it.
So it wasn't
Bro,
Caitlyn Clark.
when I see,
I
when
think
I
it
see
was both.
Chicago
I don't think that's
Sky
what it is.
versus what's Caitlin's team name?
Indiana Mystics or something.
I thought it was Fever.
Fever. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Fever.
When I see them, I'm going to want to watch that. I might not watch it all the way, but I'll put out. But any other team, if it's not, what's her name? Sabona. What's her name? The shooter.
Sabrina Ionessa.
Yeah.
Okay, we
If
spent
it's
too
not
much time
her,
on this shit.
I'm
Come
just
on.
saying- yeah, I know, but I'm just saying though, I wouldn't watch it unless it's them three. I wouldn't even watch the tall girl. What's the tall girl? They said the best Parker or something. What's her name?
No one
Brianna
cares
Stewart.
about that.
Brianna Stewart. Yeah, I wouldn't watch
She
her.
plays with Sabrina. Then you be watching her.
But I wouldn't. I don't like their team. I wouldn't watch them. The only reason I would watch Angel or Caitlyn is because their beef that they had. I think that's I
That
feel
beef's
that's not
so-
crazy to say that. Beef. Say
But
it.
I think it was one-sided
That's
then.
simple.
I think it was one-sided then. It's one-sided now.
To say the ratings didn't go up at all, I think we don't know how ratings work. If we don't think that make ratings go up, beef on the internet makes ratings go up.
I don't
So
think
does
it-
a
I
white
think
person
it's-
hooping on black people.
I think it's a one-sided beef.
But I guess, bro. But I don't know.
I've never seen Caitlyn give her the same energy she gives her.
No, that's
Never.
facts.
I'm
No,
just
that's
keeping it
facts.
100.
I agree with
Like,
everything
at
y'all
no
saying.
point.
Besides, y'all don't think the ratings didn't go up.
And I like Angel Reese,
but
but I think this whole thing.
I would hear what
Yeah, whatever.
We moved in to being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate because I think he also understands the hate of self.
this is about RG3,
This
guys.
nigga saying he hate.
Wait, I didn't even. Okay.
Oh my god!
This
I'm
is about
sorry.
RG3, guys.
He's saying RG3 hates himself.
Let's just let him ride.
You have-
bro. Yeah.
This is
To
insane.
being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese pushed one of her teammates. Caitlin Clark had a hard foul, which is part of basketball. I feel like it was assessed correctly. And Angel Reese's reaction is the sort of reaction you get in a situation when you feel like you took an intentionally hard foul. That's competitiveness. That's rivalry. That's not hate. And so now, though, when RG3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train and now follows along with what we
looks
saw
like
from
that,
Keith
though.
Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Caitlin Clark's heroic or hero story.
Right.
The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not
choose
having
that.
conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this
So?
country, about
Who
what
cares?
young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with
can't
being
make a
on the
benefit.
opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think Asia Wilson is the
Y'all gave this black brother the benefit of the doubt. I've been told y'all I hate this brother.
We never gave
I
him the
don't hate
benefit
him.
of the doubt.
I just said I respected him.
Just because he played good on the football field, I mean, okay, we respect him on the field. But as a brother, anything come out his mouth is pussy. And it's soft. I don't like this guy at all. Because guess what? He also has a white wife. What the hell is he talking about?
No, he doesn't have a white wife. White baby mother.
Oh, so his wife is black?
Yeah.
So now he jumped into his Pan-Africanism.
Yeah.
So that now he felt like he an advocate of that.
Yeah.
So stupid ass stuff, Ryan Clark.
About what black women have to endure in this country, about what young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think A'ja Wilson is the face of the league. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league. Caitlin Clark is the most important player in the WNBA. And a ton of her fandom has come along with some racial bias or some racial pieces to why people love her so much. And so now, if you're RG3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about
that's a
what
personal
she's
shot.
dealing with?
That's
Does he have?
far.
You
That's
haven't
a
been able
personal
to do
shot.
that because
Yeah.
That's
So he
too
has
far,
black
bro.
kids.
He has multiple
Does he have a
kids.
daughter?
He has like 3 daughters.
Okay, so
That's
he
too
has
far,
black
bro.
daughters. So
Oh, so his new girlfriend's white?
His wife is white.
they're mixed. They
And
call
he had
mixed
kids
people
with
black.
her? He had kids with her?
He has like 3 kids, 3 or 4 kids with
So
her.
they're mixed.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He has like
I don't
3
know,
daughters.
that doesn't matter. Like, what?
It doesn't matter. You think too deep into this shit.
I don't agree with
that
the
point.
personal
Doesn't even
shots.
matter. But if you go to their level and argue race points, that would be a point. But to be honest, yeah, that doesn't even matter. Like this is just
Yeah, he
it's
got-
woke. He's
he
just
got
woke, bruh.
4 daughters.
He has 4 daughters. He's
Say
saying
he's not okay with
never
this.
had a conversation at home about black women.
See, I don't agree with the personal shots here. Like, why
Yeah,
are you
Nah,
talking
he's
about
too
this
woke,
man?
bro.
Like,
Let him go, let
you
him
have
go.
a biracial kid too. I
Yeah.
bet you would say my daughter's black. So
Let him go. Let him go.
Okay.
Let him go.
he got a biracial
Conversation
daughter.
about what she's dealing with. You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women.
And he a clown,
You
bro.
haven't had opportunities
He a
to
clown,
have
bro.
those conversations to educate you
Hey, I don't
on
agree
what
with
they're
this shit, bro.
feeling, what black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing
dear
his
God,
whole
bro.
piece.
And he said here, okay, Andrew Schultz made this point. Didn't we watch that on here?
Yes.
Bro, can we run that clip again, bro?
Like, I'll tell you what my you want to know what my initial reaction is, which I think is kind of unfair, but my initial reaction was when I saw you guys talking about it, and I was like, okay, he wants to protect black women, and this is very important. And then I looked on every one of the episodes that you had to see if there was any guys on here that beat up black women. And there were. And I looked to see if you guys addressed it on the pod, and you didn't.
Okay.
Now, I also saw you guys had the episode with DeAndre's mom talking about domestic violence. So I was like, okay, this is good and this is powerful, this is important. But my knee-jerk reaction was, man, I get a whole section that's not even part of an episode. And these guys who we know have actually, like, for like a joke, and these guys who have actually like hurt black women and convicted, not allegations, because I don't go off of allegations, I go off of conviction. Everybody can get an allegation, it means nothing. And then these guys, they don't get anything. So in that moment, I was like, this feels like a clout play. It doesn't feel like the highest priority is protecting these women.
You'd have had multiple people who abused black women and were convicted on your show, and you didn't ask none of them about it. Multiple.
He said he did.
But you protect black women so much,
He a
my
clown,
brother.
bro. He a clown, bro.
I told
Anytime, no. I gotta keep it 100. As a man,
But the ones who beat their ass is good with you.
as a man,
But don't make a joke, my brother.
as a man, you don't make personal
No,
shots
I
at
know,
a man
but
like
I
that.
told
I ain't gonna lie,
y'all. I don't
RG3
like this
told
dude,
me-
bro. I don't
RG3
like
told
this dude, bro.
Like, look, bro, like you gotta see me for that. He's
Straight
well
up.
within his right.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
yeah.
you don't do that when you're trying to make an intellectual point. Oh, your
What's
wife
wrong
is
with
white,
you,
bro.
brother?
You date white. You have a biracial kid too,
Bro.
You.
Bro, I told y'all he's on the same level as Eric.
Who's Eric?
Is it what's his name? Emmanuel?
Oh no
The flat top ass nigga?
Nah.
Yes, he is.
Emmanuel Acho
Yes,
higher
he
than
is.
him to me.
But you ain't saying it at first.
I told you I respect Emmanuel Acho as well.
Now, I don't respect either of them
Nah,
niggas
bro,
no more,
at
bro. I'm
first,
sorry,
we was arguing
bro.
about it. You said, hell no. Brian Clark on level as Eric Emmanuel.
I think.
But I say that too
He did
because of the
argue
show that Emmanuel has.
That was bad.
The show, no, he has a show called Uncomfortable Conversations
No, I ain't
with
gonna
a
lie. They the
Black
same level, bro.
Man.
They the same
Emmanuel
level.
Acho.
That is so divisive, bro. These people
Ryan
are divisive.
Clark.
Damn.
That's Bron and D Wade, bro.
Hey, come on, bro.
For the Democrat plantation.
That's for
It's
you.
even, bro.
Damn.
Emmanuel was pretty bad.
I ain't gonna lie, every
The race
time
bait is
it's
crazy.
always about race with this dude, bro. Like, why are you making personal shots at another man as a grown man?
About
He
what
trying to
do-
protect black
about
women, my
what he
brother.
do
As
in
a
his
grown
personal
man,
life.
though.
He trying to protect black women, my brother.
Like, bro, you coming and talking about this man's family and his wife,
Yeah.
all for Angel Reese?
Yeah.
He trying to protect the black woman, my brother.
That's
We don't
pussy,
know what
bro.
they doing,
I
bro.
can't respect
From
that,
the
bro.
racism that
I can't
Caitlyn
respect that,
Clark
bro.
and her
Wait,
fans have instilled upon her.
Listen, bro. Listen. Sometimes we do make personal shots on this channel. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I'm not guilty of it.
Yeah.
But I'm not making personal shots at a man because I don't like something he said that don't contain either one of us, bro. Like, oh wow, you make that conversation because your wife is white. That's some whole ass shit right there.
Let's leave it at this, bro. The NBA or the NFL, it is plenty of black players that have a lot of white fans. In a sport, I don't think that race has anything to do with anything besides, this, if it's an anomaly.
Right.
Yes, it happens. But in
That's
sports,
not racism.
Yes, LeBron
It's just an
has
uncommon thing.
So
Everyone can
many
admit
white
that.
fans, bro,
I ain't
and that's
lie.
a sport. So the fact that we're
Yeah.
talking about the WNBA now,
Come
and we're
on, bro.
doing all this
Well,
psychological
no one watches
shit,
that shit in the
all
first
this
place.
psychological shit for a sport. Because a white girl is doing hooping on black women on a sport that nobody already watched, brother. That shit's annoying.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I can't respect this take at all. You
Nah,
talking
bro.
about this man wife
I told
to
you.
talk
bro.
about
He's
the
the
weak
worst
ass
nigga, bro.
WNBA?
He's the worst. He's the worst.
For Angel Reese?
Emmanuel.
Hey, bro, it
Couldn't
ain't
even
never
talk
been
to
that
this
deep.
dude right
It
here.
ain't never been
Couldn't
that
talk
deep,
to
bro.
this brother. I'm trying to stop saying the N-word so much.
You on what they're feeling, what black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese, and the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and
I wouldn't
moving
be
his
cool
neck
with this nigga.
while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. And so to me, it's just
bro.
another situation that now this young lady has to deal with. When I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points
He's a
out on
snowflake,
social
bro.
media the color of his wife's
He's a
skin,
pussy.
as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady, I had a conversation with her. I think she's more than that. But it also leads to what black women deal with.
I'm sorry, bro. This is the craziest take I've ever
Did he
heard
really
on
just
this
say that
channel,
shit?
bro.
Did he really just say that?
No way. He got to say he didn't know how to compliment his wife, damn.
My brother, he trying to protect black women, my brother.
Bro.
He trying to protect black women, my brother.
But wait, hold on though, bro. He just basically said
He trying to protect black women, my brother.
No, he
But
saying
he
he don't
said his
describe
wife.
like-
He said the only thing he see good in her is her milk.
Is that she's white? You don't even like your wife, nigga. That's what he said.
Because of your milk.
with a lot.
Wow.
This is outrageous.
He gotta be. He's no way he for real, bro.
Hey, why is no other brothers on here checking this, bro?
But hold on, but why does he go so hard like this right now when he had... I wish Andrew Schultz would have said the amount of black women on his channel that the white, like, bruh.
This is not.
You
for
do this
real,
and
bro.
then you give platforms to people who beat their wives and been convicted, not charged, convicted.
Not for real, bro.
And you didn't give a...
Worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on
That's so
social media
crazy,
the
bro.
color of his wife's skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her
I met
skin
your girl.
is what
She's
makes
more
her
than
a
that.
good wife.
Like,
I
what
met the
type of
lady,
Drake?
I had a
You
conversation
Drake
with
now,
her.
nigga?
I think
So-
she's
I gotta
more
stop
than
saying
that.
it too, bro.
But it also leads to what
tripping,
black
bro.
women deal with a
I'm
lot
sorry.
from
It's not time, bro.
is what makes her special. As if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady, I've had a conversation with her.
Right.
I think she's more than that. But it
Drake,
also
bro.
leads to what black
So you know
women
his
deal
dick
with a
better
lot
than he
from
know his
black men who have chose
Chill,
to
bro. Don't say
date
that.
or marry outside of their race. They always feel like they have to go the extra mile to prop up the woman that they're married or the woman that they're with over black women by denigrating black women. I feel like we should have an opportunity to move past that and understand that Angel
Spencer
Reese can be great in
James,
her
bruh.
own right, as Caitlyn Clark is as well. Caitlyn Clark is a likable and lovable superstar. She pays homage to the stars of the past. She pays homage to the Black women that have come before her, and now she is carrying the mantle forward. So there's no need to pin those two against each other and paint them based on stereotypical tropes. And I think this is what I'd like RG3 to know, that no matter how much he continues to echo the microaggressions of racist, he'll be no less Black than me.
Ryan Clark,
This is crazy, bro.
you are my
Spencer
big, you are my
James.
older frat brother, so I technically have to pay you deference.
Oh my God.
But I'm not. I
Spencer.
can't get down with this shit, bro.
That is Spencer
It's the
James.
softest shit I ever heard. I can't get down with this shit. You soft. And all the other brothers that sat there and let you take a dig at this man's personal life and bring his wife up, soft too.
I can't believe that shit.
Soft too. That's insane, bro. Like what type of man is you?
Is the investigation real though?
Oh yeah, did we?
Yeah.
We didn't even.
Yeah.
Hold
Type
on,
in
bro.
WNBA.
Hold on,
Just
bro.
type in WNBA.
I have it.
You cannot be serious.
The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, discrimination, all forms. They have no place in our society. We are aware of the allegations and are looking to this matter. This is a WNBA game regarding to yesterday's game in Indianapolis. They said they was making monkey noises while Angel Reese was at the free throw. I cannot confirm or deny that. I don't know
Oh, it
what
wasn't
happened.
about the foul?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was about the foul. Okay,
They said
I
they was making monkey noises while she was shooting free throws.
If they was doing that is bad.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
bad.
agree
I don't agree
that is
I
bad.
don't condone that.
I'll agree that
You
is
think
bad.
people don't be doing that
At the
game?
WNBA game, who wants to troll a WNBA
I just feel like
game?
that didn't happen to me, but
Yeah,
I guess it
bro.
could have. I
Come
can't
on.
say it didn't.
I mean,
Can't say it didn't, but
I'm gonna say at the games, people be saying some foul shit if somebody's against their team.
Nobody would do that, bro.
no, I
you
definitely
think people care
would do
about
that.
WNBA that
I can
much?
see
Yeah.
exactly. I can see that.
I
At
think
the
I think people would do that.
football
I
game.
think people would do that.
I would see that at a football game.
At a
I'm not gonna sit here and
WNBA
be
game.
delusional.
Yeah, I
like
think
they
That's
do
like
that.
somebody going. I'm
not
sorry,
gonna sit here
bro.
delusional.
y'all forgive
like
me,
Who
that.
bro.
watches that?
But that's like it's high
some
school and
people
you going to
that's
the
out there, they don't
JV
got
game
time.
and talking trash to the players.
Yeah, bro. Nobody's doing that shit, bro.
Bro, I
I'm going
promise-
to talk shit to
I
some
can-
sorry players.
I think people would do that.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, I don't think so.
Hey, bro.
All right, Ryan Clark.
I ain't gonna lie,
That's
Ryan
insane,
Clark
guys.
tripping, bro. I just can't condone taking personal shots at a man and his life and his wife and his choices just because you don't like something he said about a basketball player, about a WNBA player, about a popular opinion that everybody seems to have except Black people. Oh, you guys are saying, oh, you're only defending her because you want to be white. Whatever.
This is like the stupidest shit ever, guys. Because I mean, sport, like they brought up the draft. Everything's racist. The draft racist. Hey, like, come on, guys. I mean, it's Black people being involved in this, doing great things, having white fans, and how could you even say that? Like, I mean, it's just literally just a word at this point that people want to say to me because it's not serious.
Everybody
it's not
wants to
taken
be
serious.
Spencer James, bro.
It's not taken serious at all.